Today I'm with my friend Babak Pahlavan, founder and CEO, Chief Product Officer of NinjaTech. He's also the managing partner of Clever Fund, which invests in tech startups and commercial real estate. He's had several successful exits, and he's also the limited partner in three different VC firms. But today we want to talk about NinjaTech AI. NinjaTech AI is your all-in-one personal assistant handling everything from everyday to the most complex tasks. It can code, it can build apps, it can do research, it can be an advisor, a consultant, assistant, and it's an advanced orchestrator agent with a dedicated cloud computer for every customer. First of all, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Walter. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, the first question I wanted to ask is why is it so important to have a dedicated computer for the agent?
Yeah, that's something that we learned about it ourselves through our own users. And me as a sort of product manager in me, a lot of times when we're building products, and I spent 11 years at Google, we were lucky enough that my last company got acquired by Google, but I was there for 11 years. And as a PM, you're like, a lot of times when you're building products, you have to put yourself in the shoes of a user. They're like, okay, so what is it they're looking for? What would they want? And then let's go mimic their thinking in order to build them a software that they would actually want to enjoy and we get value out of it. So our main sort of the most sophisticated agent we have built was our deep researcher last year. And then that agent scaffold had a browser as a tool. But then we quickly saw in our data that a lot of people didn't want to just be able to do research. They wanted to actually build things. And how can you do work without a computer? Like you can't, right? And that was the aha moment. What if the actual agent would actually have access to a full virtual machine, but do it such that it would be stateful? That was the big innovation here, essentially figuring out how to preserve state, how to preserve your file systems, the software that either you as a user install on this or the agent installs on your behalf, and all the memory footprint and everything else, essentially, such that you do a couple hours of work with our product, and then you usually go off and you come back next day. We now have the ability to respin up a VM under a second and reload the entire state as if you never left, essentially. Now, you having that allows the agent to do very, very sophisticated work. But also, given that our platform is mostly for professionals, you can actually SSH into the VM itself, and you can actually own it. You can move additional files and artifacts to it, install additional software, or give it more credentials, essentially by yourself directly, or have the agent conversation to do it for you. And that became the game changer for us. We are dealing with a couple of vectors of scale. At this point, we're doing the system basically does research, build and iteration, and then deployment. So our scaffold can now leverage a variety of AI models.
Where does Cerebras come in?
Yeah, so the product has three modes. It has a standard mode that uses our GPUs, open source model powered. Then we have complex mode that's powered by Sonnet as of now by default. We're experimenting with GPT-5 as well for our scaffold. And then fast mode leverages Cerebras. We are one of their main agentic partners. That thing is also a game changer because it's the same model that we're running on GPUs, and these are heavy duty B200 GPUs. With Cerebras, the inference speeds we get is anywhere between minimum 10x to 20x faster.
What use case do they usually start out with when they use your system?
Yeah, so we basically have two cohorts of users. We have no coders and then vibe coders. The split is usually 60-40, like 60% are no coders and 40% vibe coders. Although we're about to launch something, we're about to launch our web-based vibe coder studio that actually does full-blown like web-based. It's an extension. We took Climb. It's an awesome open source platform. We forked it, and then now we have a web-based version of it as a plugin inside VS Code that also deploys our VMs and uses our systems to do coding. So probably that vibe coding cohort is going to rise. It's going to be exceeding no coders. But now what they use it for, so either you start up by doing a research, you're trying to build something, you're trying to have an idea, and then you first start researching it. So that starts here. Um, Again, powered by Cerebras, we think we have I mean, we haven't seen anything faster with our scaffold. It's the world's fastest deep researcher.
Hmm.
You start by researching, which effectively acts as if you're looking for either it becomes an analyst or a product manager for you. And then you little by little think that, oh, okay, this research that I wanted to do, either you're looking for a piece of information or you're doing some analysis, you upload a massive document or set of documents. And then you want to say, oh, I want to create more documents, either more PDFs or Word documents or websites or dashboards. And then it kind of bleeds into that. And then you want to deploy it as well. So this is so we hit sort of product market fit by literally doing the product management 101 of like really like we had some thesis, and then we observe what people are doing, and then we listen to their feedback. We have a good sized fan base at this point. We're getting almost to 2,500 daily feedbacks.
Why would people use your system, or why should they use it versus any other similar type system?
Yeah. So a we are an all-in-one threefold system: research, build, and deploy. Number one. Number two, it's very simple to get up and go with it. So just get an account, super.myninja.ai, and then you just just get rolling with it. Like there is no software to install on your laptop.
Hmm.
There's no sophisticated piece you have to set up. You just conversationally start. If you're a developer, if you know enough about coding, you click on that, it opens up a new tab, and you're full blown into vibe coding. No, again, no complex setup on your laptop. No, it doesn't require any of the resources on your machine. So you open up the tabs, and you can have, if you have one of our especially business tiers, multiple tabs, and then let the agent have multiple computers to work on your behalf.
Talking about tiers, I noticed that you had a really simple pricing model. Isn't that another reason why people would be attracted to your solution?
Yeah, exactly. We have cool thing in our industry is that, oh, you different tasks will cost different things, so we charge you depending on complexity. But to the user, this is complex, and they don't know the reason. We simplified it so that we have like simple requests mode. So we say like depending on different tiers, you get X number of requests of standard, complex, and fast, and then it's on us to make it work. So as a whole, we are. I mean, it took a lot of iteration, but we are very much gross margin positive in double digits, and it's improving even as we speak, despite our scale already, which makes it super exciting. Like, which tells you that people love simplicity.
So what about ideal customer profile? I noticed a lot of, I heard you say that a lot of individuals or professionals are using the system. So it could be for corporations, but it's mainly a lot of individuals within corporations just using it for their own personal efficiencies and everything. How would you describe the ideal customer profile?
So we are a product for professionals, for prosumers and businesses. 35% of our revenue comes from B2B, from businesses, and that's the fastest growing sort of sector that we have. But we do get a lot of excitement out of it once we get these feedbacks that are coming in, and people are loving it. They're saying, "Oh my God, it saved me like hours and hours of time." Um, and we have like a wall of like just the 4-star rating and 5-star ratings that we keep reviewing, and people cheer for it.
So from what I could tell, it's all in one, all the tools you need in one place. It's easy to use. It's incredibly fast. It's the most powerful. It can handle as much load or as many tasks as you want to assign to it. And then there was another aspect that it was more accurate than other systems. So am I covering everything? And can you explain a little bit more about the accuracy?
We specifically worked on having the agent to to say I don't know, or come back with a series of questions when it needs more clarifications. It's one of our core areas that we focused on to make sure that the quality is really high. And but also we have a lot of help. We have really good partnerships with AWS, with Anthropic, and Cerebras. Recently, actually, OpenAI. We have a good partnership with OpenAI.
So how should people get started? If they want to get started, try it out. Where should they go?
Just go to super.myninja.ai and try it out, or just search for Super Ninja on Google. What drives us, the two metrics that we constantly focus on are we saving time for users, and are we saving them money? So these are the two main drivers.
Mhm.
And businesses, as they started to adopt us, they're seeing significant value in it essentially because it's an all-in-one service. Oh, and by the way, like we have all the premium AI models in here too, so you can use it for chatting and image generation and whatnot. But when you sign up with us, you get access to all the premium models from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, open source models. It's all here. You can chat with them. You can switch between different models very seamlessly in one thread. And then you can then take it out of the chat mode and it's full on agent mode. And then you can see that it deploys the computer and it can code and they can validate the code that was written with various different LLMs essentially. It's a pretty cool system that it ended up landing on by purely listening to customers and iterating with them essentially.
It's the world's fastest and most powerful general agent. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing your company grow and everything. It's very exciting.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your support and thanks for having us.